Yeah, Rusha mentions Aliyu and Bassi and Kovalchuk were not a threat.
Oh, I'll disagree
Let's
on
talk more,
Kovalchuk.
but
I will say though that Aliyu did disappear for most of the game.
Aliyu had a bad game.
who would have thought?
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about Aliyu just a little bit more. I mean, you can't really sit him because who do you sit him for? He's the only vertical threat on the team. You don't have other options.
Okay, he's a vertical threat, right? In paper, but he's not really anything
He is.
threat.
He absolutely is a vertical
I,
threat. He moves
he
the
didn't. He
ball.
doesn't show it. I mean, I just thought Lodeiro looked a lot better. He did more in 30 minutes with. I think he swapped with
But you can't.
Kovalchik.
But you can't. But
Well,
start
yeah, of course.
Ladero there because that's gonna be the most predictable thing ever. You're gonna be
W-
able to sit 10 men behind the
I mean,
ball,
it's because
and
Aliyu is predictable. Like he
yeah, but
gets the ball,
he at
runs
least
one two
adds
steps, turns back.
verticality to the team.
He,
You
I
need
don't,
a threat in behind, whether
but
he's
he
scoring
doesn't.
goals or not.
He
It still
doesn't move
changes the way
forward.
you play defense.
He doesn't move. All he does is like he goes up to the line, he waits for the ball, he grabs the ball, moves forward 3-4 yards, turns back around, passes the ball back to whoever's waiting for it, and that's it. That's all he does.
But it
That's what he
creates
did.
space. I mean, you talk about he doesn't take people on. I mean, his
He
numbers are
doesn't.
are league average in terms of wingers, in terms of take-ons per 90. So he
He
does take
no.
people on at an all right rate.
I don't see it. I don't know what kind of take-ons there is. Dorsey has more take-ons and more like drives to the line than Aliyu has ever done in his entire life.
He just doesn't. That's factually incorrect. Dorsey has a third of the completed take-ons over the last season than Aliyu does. You also have to bring up the difference in the defensive numbers as well, because I mean, out of possession, he's playing left wing back, and he plays really good defense compared to what Anali did as well.
Do you believe then Aliyu would be more of a left wing back rather than an actual winger? If you say that one of his best characteristics is helping out in defense.
Well, no, because that's the way Ben's system works. Is when they're in possession, they turn to a 3-back, and that left mid becomes kind of a wing back, kind of a forward winger. They kind of has to do both jobs. It's just how Ben plays. I mean, it's the same way Dorsey plays. It's all about the way they play. I mean, you can't dominate possession like that without having a vertical threat on the wing, without having a guy who presses like Aliyu, without having a guy who gets back and helps the defense like Aliyu.
Did we buy Aliyu to be an attacker,
That's
or
my
did we
point.
buy Aliyu for his
He's
defensive?
a two-way player.
No, we bought him. We bought him as a winger. We bought him to attack.
He has
But
terrible
who cares what
decisions.
you bought him for? It matters about what he is now.
Also, there was a point in this game, I can't remember who told him. He did something, and then I looked at whoever gave him the pass, and the guy was like, fuck. They were so frustrated with him because he was just the body for 60 minutes.